Okay, so this video is going to answer one of the most popular questions that I've gotten over the last couple of weeks since I created this course. The broker situation. Now, you guys know that I do not hand out my broker just to anybody. If you want to talk about a broker, I'll literally answer any questions you have. I'll tell you how to deposit. I'll tell you why, when, and how. Now, my brokers, okay, I have an actual domestic broker, the one that's in the U.S. through a bank, and my bigger account is through that broker. That money is safe in there. Well, as safe as money's going to be, right? So that's that. But for most people in the beginning of their career, they use an offshore broker. Also, where you are in the world does matter because some brokers don't accept American clients. Some brokers don't accept overseas clients. So all these questions are things that are going to have to get answered, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. For my brokers, the only way I hand them out is if is through a client link or an invite link. And also, some brokers are not meant for some people. If you're going to start with the smaller account, I can give you a broker for that. A broker that'll give you a bonus, a broker that is a low spread, a broker that will allow for you to push your leverage to a certain point without it being ridiculous, and a broker that does not manipulate or chase or trade against you in the market as much as others, okay? There's two types. There's the domestic and the foreign. For most people, they use a foreign broker in the beginning because you're allowed a smaller deposit and you could do more with that money. Now, that's an extremely enticing statement. It sounds really sexy. Oh, I can just put in a couple $100 and maybe I can make a couple thousand. When you see the testimonials that I have, they're using offshore brokers because they don't have a lot of money to begin with. But remember that you need the skill. If you don't have the skill, you're just going to be giving back. You're going to be giving away your money to that offshore broker. Also, not all offshore brokers are made the same. This particular one that I give beginners, I've been with them for about 3 years and we've never had not one issue. The other one that I give people who are going to make larger deposits, with that one, it's never been an issue, but they require a much larger deposit that most people cannot afford. So if you ask me and we can talk about it, I can give you a good option. Now, a couple of things that I want you to worry about or concern yourself with. If the broker is offering too much, too many bonuses, too many enticements to join, it's all about signing people up into the broker. That broker will not last. They will get knocked down sooner or later, and you will lose your money that's in your account. Remember, no access to the broker. If the broker disappears, poof, your money is gone. You have to pick wisely, okay? The other thing is that a lot of people, they're like, you know what, I don't want to do the offshore, I want to do the domestic. Okay, fine. Some of these brokers, they only, like, let's say, for example, you deposit $300 if that's their minimum. They only allow you to trade at 1 to 100 or 1 to 50 or 1 to 30 on some of them. So you're not gonna have any flexibility with your money. So basically, that idea of you making, let's say, for example, with a $300 account, 100% of your account that week, it's probably not going to happen. Unless that market moves drastically and you're on top of every single move, it's probably not going to happen. There's give and take with these brokers. You need to understand what you're getting yourself into. And if you're really interested in learning how to trade, I know it's not everybody that's going to reach out to me, so I'll be more than happy to talk to you and let you know what works and what doesn't work for you. All right, all you need to do is reach out. I can't put the information here because I want to protect my broker. I don't know who's in here. There's 500 at this point when I'm making this video. There's 500 people in here. I'm not going to say that every single person out of these 500 is a good person. Here's some of the situations that I want to throw at you. Brokers who allow you to do credit card, debit card deposits. What people do is they do something called a chargeback or a clawback. They'll say, that wasn't me who made the deposit, when they lose money through that broker. Let's say, for example, they put in $1,000 and they lost it. They'll call their bank and they'll be like, that wasn't me who did that. So that offshore broker can't really do anything about it. And that's what ends up killing the brokers, because if they're not making any money, guess what? They're going to go away. And if enough people are doing that, if enough people are influxed into this company, and you have people like doing chargebacks, giving them headaches, giving them issues, it'll either close the American clientele where you can't join them anymore, which has happened most recently with a couple of brokers, because the way Forex is treated at this time, especially on social media. You got a lot of people joining this stuff and putting money into these things that don't know what they're talking about and don't know what they're getting themselves into. That's why we're trying to change that climate in here. And you don't want that, right? What you want out of your broker is definitely crypto deposits. They're non-refundable. So everyone has to play a fair game, okay? You want crypto deposits. You want low spreads, all right? You want someone to have been in that broker for more than a year, using that broker, 2 years, 3 years, right? Using that broker, right? All types of withdrawals, right? At all levels, not just $100, $500, right? If a broker has only given you the withdrawals for what you've deposited, then you haven't done anything yet. It's when you're in profit that you find out if that broker is real. What that means is this: if you've deposited, let's say, $1,000 and you've only made $600, of course, when you try to withdraw that, they're giving back your original money through most of these bullshit brokers, or through just a refund, okay? But if you've deposited $1,000 and you've taken out 10, you're in a broker that's going to hold, because everyone's playing a fair game. These are things you have to think about. Now, you can Google it. There's all types of review programs and stuff. I'll be honest with you. The brokers that I've been using for students that are offshore, they get trashed on the internet, because the offshore brokers, they never get a fair shake, ever, because they're not secure and they're not insured and blah, 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 blah. You got to play a smart game. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm telling you that from my experience, you can, and many people's experience, you can use an offshore broker. Just don't be stupid. Don't leave $30,000 laying in there and you deposited, let's say, $5,000 and you grew it to 30 and you just refuse to take money out. Get your initial investment back, okay? Get that back. Take money out slowly. Split the accounts, right? Do something like that. Don't just all or nothing your career. It's a mistake. Even with the brokers that I've used that have been around and they're good and they keep giving withdrawals. Look at my testimonials. Most of those guys are using my brokers, right? They came in the game through me. So that's pretty much it. Basically, I made this video to tell you one thing. You want to know about brokers? You want your questions answered? I'll be more than happy to answer. You may ask, well, why the hell would you waste your time? Why the hell would you waste your time with me? Well, one, it's a client link. Two, it's pretty simple. Everybody in here is a potential customer for Pipsology FX or my one-on-one coaching. I know that, you know that. And if I help you in your career in the beginning, and if I show you the way, and if I help you out, like everyone else out there that I've helped out to make profit, guess what happens? It's good for business. All right? I'm not stupid. You're not stupid. I'm not going to treat you with some smoke and mirrors understanding. It's the reality of it. If I can help a lot of people build up their career, I can also help people get into Pipsology FX. I can get people better education. I can, one, fix the climate of the way things are being portrayed when it comes to trading, where everybody treats it like a money game when it's not. And two, I can have even more testimonials. And three, it's good for business, man. Everything is business. All of this is business. I help you, you help me. That's the way this goes, all right? I'm not hiding that from anybody. And if people are hiding it from you, you know, they try to treat it like, what's up, brother? Hey, what's up, brother? We're going to get this money together, brother, and I'm doing this for the people, bro. Bullshit. We're all here to make money. We're all here to feed our families and see success and create generational wealth and show our kids what real work can do, and dedication and focus, what that can do, and a little bit of savviness in the world, right? That we're not all suckers. So that's that, all right? And that's the broker video. Enjoy. Let me know if you need help.